Well, it's a lonesome away from your kindred and all, by the campfire at night when the wild dingoes call. But there's nothing so lonesome, morbid or drear than to stand in the bar of a pub with no beer. Well, the publican's anxious for the quota to come, and there's a faraway look on the face of the bum. The maid's gone all cranky and the cook's acting queer. Oh, what a terrible place is a pub with no beer. Then the stockman rides up with his dry, dusty throat. He breasts up to the bar and pulls a wad from his coat. But the smile on his face quickly turns to a sneer when the barman says sadly, the pub's got no beer. Then the swaggy comes in, covered in dust and flies. He throws down his roll and wipes the sweat from his eyes. But when he is told, he says, "What's this I hear? I've trudged 50 flaming miles to a pub with no beer." Now there's a dog on the veranda, for his master he waits. But the boss is inside, drinking wine with his mates. He hurries for cover and he cringes in fear. It's no place for a dog round a pub with no beer. And old Billy the blacksmith, first time in his life, has gone home cold sober to his darling wife. He walks in the kitchen, she says, "You're early, my dear." Then he breaks down and tells her the pub's got no beer. It's hard to believe that there's customers still, but the money's still tinkling in the old ancient till. The Wyandottes are happy, and I know they're sincere when they say they don't care if the pub's got no beer. Well, it's a lonesome away from your kindred and all, by the campfire at night where the wild dingoes call. But there's nothing so lonesome, morbid or drear than to stand in the bar of a pub with no beer.
Time flies by when the night is young. Daylight shines on an undisclosed location. Bloodshot eyes looking for the sun. Paradise delivered and we call it a vacation. You're painting me a dream that I wanna belong in. Over the hills and far away, a million miles from LA, just anywhere away with you. I know we've got to get away, someplace where no one knows our name. We'll find the start to something new. Just take me anywhere, take me anywhere.
I've been around the world a couple of times or maybe more. I've seen the sights, I've had delights on every foreign shore. But when me mates all ask me the place that I adore, I tell them right away. Give me a home among the gum trees with lots of plum trees, a sheep or two and a kangaroo, clothesline out the back, veranda out the front, and an old rocking chair. You can see me in the kitchen cooking up a roast or Vegemite on toast, just you and me and a cup of tea. And later on we'll settle down and mull up on the porch and watch the possums play. Give me a home among the gum trees with lots of plum trees, a sheep or two and a kangaroo, clothesline out the back, veranda out the front, and an old rocking chair. There's a Safeway on the corner and a Woolworths down the street, and Newell's just been opened where they regulate the heat. But I trade them all tomorrow for a simple bush retreat where the kookaburras call. Give me a home among the gum trees with lots of plum trees, a sheep or two and a kangaroo, clothesline out the back, veranda out the front, and an old rocking chair. Some people like their houses with fences all around. Others live in mansions, some beneath the ground. But me, I love the bush, you know, with rabbits running round and a pumpkin vine out back. So, give me a home among the gum trees with lots of plum trees, a sheep or two and a kangaroo, clothesline out the back, veranda out the front, and an old rocking chair, and an old rocking chair, and an old rocking chair.
말리마의 시대 질풍같이 내달리자 새순리에로 자기 힘을 믿고 만난 헤쳐가는 우리들은 말리마 기수 말리마 첫소리 기선이요 말리마 축제의 날이요 눈앞빛이 강군 힘차게 달린다. 행복이로 가는 지름길을 걸며 휩쓸으러 춘산으로 계속 걸친다. 기술 나를 반짝 펴고 날아 이상형이 웃어 가닿자. 말리마 첫소리 기상이요 힘차게 달린다. 우리의 승리가 있다. 백년 세월 평균 미래 향해 달려 세계를 앞서가리라. 말리마 조선의 기상이여, 말리마 축제의 날이여. 눈앞에 지강문 바라보며 힘차게 달린다.
Out on the board where the old shearer stands, grasping his shears in his thin bony hands. Fixed is his gaze on a bare-bellied Joe. Glory if he gets so won't he make the ringer go. Click go the shears, boys, click, click, click. Wide is his blow and his hands move quick. The ringer looks around and he's beaten by a blow, and curses the old snagger with the bare-bellied Joe. In the middle of the floor, in his cane-bottom chair, sits the boss of the board with his eyes everywhere. He notes well each fleece as it comes to the screen, paying strict attention that it's taken off clean. Click go the shears, boys, click, click, click. Wide is his blow and his hands move quick. The ringer looks around and he's beaten by a blow, and curses the old snagger with the bare-bellied Joe. The colonial experienced man, he is there of course, with his shiny leggings just off his horse, casting round his eye like a real connoisseur, whistling the old-time tune, I'm a perfect lower. Click go the shears, boys, click, click, click. Wide is his blow and his hands move quick. The ringer looks around and he's beaten by a blow, and curses the old snagger with the bare-bellied Joe. The tar boy is there and he's waiting in demand, with his blackened tar pot in his tarry hand. Sees one old sheep with a cart upon his back. Here's what he's been waiting for, tar here, Jack! Click go the shears, boys, click, click, click. Wide is his blow and his hands move quick. The ringer looks around and he's beaten by a blow, and curses the old snagger with the bare-bellied Joe. Is all over and we've all got our checks. Roll up your swag, we're all off on the tracks. The first pub we come to, it's there we'll have a spree, and everyone who comes along, it's come and drink with me. Collect go the shears, boys, click, click, click. Wide is his blow and his hands move quick. The ringer looks around and he's beaten by a blow, and curses the old snagger with the bare-bellied Joe. Down by the bar, the old shearer stands, grasping his glass in his thin bony hands. Fixed is his gaze on a green painted keg. Glory, he'll get down on it before he stirs a leg. Click go the shears, boys, click, click, click. Wide is his blow and his hands move quick. The ringer looks around and he's beaten by a blow, and curses the old snagger with the bare-bellied Joe. There we leave him standing, a-shouting for all hands, whilst all around him every shooter stands. His eyes are on the cask, which now is lowering fast. He works hard and he plays hard and he goes to hell at last. Collect go the shears, boys, click, click, click. Wide is his blow and his hands move quick. The ringer looks around and he's beaten by a blow, and curses the old snagger with the bare-bellied Joe. Collect go the shears, boys. is click, click, click. Click, click, click. Well, it's a lonesome away from your kindred and all, by the campfire at night when the wild dingoes call. But there's nothing so lonesome, morbid or drear than to stand in the bar of a pub with no beer.